Greetings, Star Trek Fleet Commanders. I am the Angry Rhino. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Arcfall Day Villains Part 1. Yay! Not. Flashpoint or Tragedian related. Or so we're told. Which, yeah. The next, 2-3 months were supposed to be Tragedian or Flashpoint related. And they're not. Because we complained so much calling it Trashpoint. Yeah, that's on hold. So this Villains is 2-3 months ahead of schedule. So it may not be as good. Or maybe it'll be better. Let's get right to it. Independent, you are quite a surprise. We never expected the likes of you to show up and cause chaos in our system. Yet we enjoy seeing your raw power and hunger for domination. Okay? The discovery of Transigen plunges the quadrant into chaos. Galactic powers blinded by conflict as mysterious aggregation rises from the shadows, pulled into a web of lies and forced to infiltrate enemy ranks. The commander must balance deception, diplomacy, and strength to survive. Aggregation. Why does all this sound like Discovery? Like the later years when they skipped ahead 300,000-400,000 years or however much it was. It sounds like that. Not sure that that's what it is, but it kind of sounds that way. Or maybe I'm remembering it from some other plot line in Star Trek. What is aggregation? How is it connected to Transigen? And why, of all places, does aggregation employ the help of familiar adversaries from other times? That's a good question. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to uncover the aggregation secrets before its chaos consumes you. And as always, this message will self-destruct in 5 seconds. It's interesting that Hamster's doing these videos, not Beck now. Weird, but okay. Alright, what do we expect to see in this new update? New arena schedule. Okay, cool. New missions, new building. Yay! A new officer, Win Adami. Yeah, I guess that's how you said her name. Took me a while to even remember who the hell that was. It's like, oh yeah, that one chick from Deep Space Nine. New aggregation research tree, prototype tech. You mean that we hated Forbidden Tech so much that they not only made Chaos Tech, now they're making a prototype tech to fit into Forbidden Tech slots and replace Forbidden Tech? I wonder how much we're going to hate this shit. Yeah. And a new battle pass, of course. Should be battle passes. New arena schedule. Going to be Fridays now. Okay. I don't know how that's better. Maybe it's better for some people, but it also sounds like it wouldn't be better for others. Right? How many people all around the world got completely different schedules than anybody, right? If Monday sucks for some people, then Friday's going to suck for others. So I don't get how this really does anything. But it's fine. I don't really care. I don't participate in arenas because I just don't like it. I don't like the reward structure. You have to get to a certain rank or whatever to be able to unlock the rewards, but the rank is based on whether you win or lose. You're going to win one and you're going to lose one. Law of averages say you would win as many as you lose. At least players overall. Right? Because for one player to win, one other player has to lose. So one player gets the reward, the other player does not. Okay. I mean, do whatever y'all like. Just not wasting my time with that. Excuse me. Here, yep. Missions. Who gives a shit? Something they, or let's say a type of feedback they have been hearing, is that they're making too much content for G5 and G6 and practically ignoring G3 and G4. Or when they do make content for G3 and G4, G5 and G6 feel ignored. So they're going to try to change this up. During Update 82, we're introducing a mid-level event track for 20 to 44. Excuse me. That lean into core progression and ship-focused objectives. In Villains Part 1, use the USS Franklin at Ops 20 to 25 and are reliant to Ops 26 and above. Which isn't great because is the Reliant free to play yet? That depends on you. I'm still 2-3 days away from it, so I don't know how this would help me. So it's fine. Yeah, I'm not in that ops range, but if you are in that ops range, do you have the Reliant free to play yet? I mean, unless I missed a bunch of days, which is entirely possible. It's entirely possible I missed a few days. Do you even have the Reliant yet? And even when you do get to Reliant, is it going to be at the right level for the stupid ass events? Yeah. Alright, well, I mean, we'll just have to figure it out. Or experience the events and see if this is doing anything for us, if it's more of the same shit. Expect ops segmentation across event calendar, tuned difficulty, and improved rewards. These are a shift in objectives only. Sourcing for Franklin and Reliant remains unchanged. So they're trying to shift the focus of events, which makes sense, though I'm not exactly sure why you go with Franklin from operations 20 to 25 and then you pick the Reliant up at 26 plus. Shouldn't it be Franklin/Franklin A from Ops 20 to 45? And then 45 plus pick up the Reliant? But I mean, whatever. Do your thing. Alright, so the real new shit here. Aggregation hostiles and hyperlink decay. Open to Ops players 45 and above. The aggregation is a new combat-focused enemy group. Their primary ability is hyperthermic decay, which melts a percentage of the player's whole health at the start of each round. Wonderful, isn't it? If a hostile has 50% hyperthermic decay, they will melt half the player's hull in round 1 before firing a single shot. Aggregation hostiles are also equipped with secondary combat buffs, with more buffs added at higher grades to further increase the challenge. Excuse me. The whole idea here is to not have you have to go in a system and kill 50 to 100 or whatever hostiles. That's fine as long as I don't have to make 10 trips into the damn system because I can only kill 2 hostiles at a time. Actually, right now I can kill 3. Because I only went into the 45 system just to see what's up in there. And yeah, okay, it does 25%. Well, engaging in 4 hostile battles kills you. Well, that 4th one killing you before anything really happens. Except you dying. So, 3 hostiles. Which, again, is fine as long as I can get everything from the refinery. Don't make this shit take 3 or 4 runs. That wouldn't do anything. If anything, that'd make it worse than having me kill 50 hostiles. Because at least I'm in the system killing the 50 hostiles. Instead of killing 3 hostiles. And then having to go back. Because that return trip, that's where some time comes out. We'll see. I haven't even gotten the schematics for the building yet. The only counter to hypothermic decay is hyperthermic stabilizer, a buff from the red locust building, new building, which directly reduces enemies' hypothermic decay. For example, 20% decay minus 10% stabilizer equals 15% net decay. Okay? Simple math. So everybody can figure it out. That's good. Alright, here's the, actually, let me try to, I'm zoomed in a little bit because I want a lot of the words to be able to fit on the screen here, but let's try to get this loop all in the picture here. And I'm just making sure that it's all in the picture. I'm probably focusing a little too long on this, but it's fine. Alright, as it's giving you a little starting point. They're identifying the starting point for us. The galaxy is under attack by Aggregation Collective, equipped with hypothermic decay. These deadly hostiles can deal direct hull damage before firing a single shot. So it's Tau, but it pops at the start. Which I don't think Tau does. Really tough to... I haven't figured that out yet. I'm sure somebody out there has figured that out. Alright, next part of the loop. To effectively counter this deadly threat, construct Red Locust, the building, and develop hyperthermic stabilizer and unlock advanced research, starting from the Finicus system, which I really went in there because I wanted to find them. Where are they under? They are directly under the Revenant systems. The Revenant chain of systems, and what's below them, the wave defense. So, on your galaxy viewer, they're in between the Revenant systems and then the wave systems. They're right there in the middle. Ish. Maybe not exactly, but the general location on the map. So Finicus system, that's going to be one of the starting points. Destroy aggregation hostiles to collect loot for exchange in the refinery. Well, I didn't need to move that, and I messed it all up because I'm smart. Yeah, just so we can see the whole thing at the same time. Should be fine here. Access the aggregation refinery to unlock all new prototype tech. Yay. As well as targeted sourcing for legacy forbidden tech and materials, recon locust schematics to upgrade the building, and aggregation smuggled studies, which I'm pretty sure is for the research. Cool. I mean, that's nice. But they really got to do the sourcing for the legacy forbidden tech. Like, they really got to do it. They can't just have 2 or 3 of the common and the uncommon ones and be like, hey, there you go. I'm like, nah. I'm taking a look in the refinery now. I haven't exactly been able to engage with the refinery because I don't have the building. Yeah. Whatever. I'll go over the refinery in a bit. I mean, a later video. Looks like they're trying to put a cap either on the fusion rods or how many fusion rods you can get from the refinery. Capping at 70,000, which I don't really like. I think one of the things that we didn't like was how much ship slots cost, and I don't see how capping us at 70,000 is going to do anything for it. It helps us, but hoping it's just how much you can get from the building. But again, we'll see. Of course, if you're at 70,000, you are getting none from this new refinery, and then all of a sudden you get a new ship, and what did some of the other ones cost? the G6 ones were costing like 60,000. So what you're telling me is I can get 70,000. I can have up to 70,000 with this new refinery. And then if I spend it, it's another how many days until I can unlock another slot? That's why putting caps on doesn't mean anything. Or is a bad thing. As far as I'm concerned. Because of how much unlocking some of those slots really costs. But, I mean, y'all do whatever. Use aggregation smuggled studies in a new aggregation research tree. For combat advantages over aggregation, augment exile, and wave defense hostiles. Powerful buffs against players. I will be the judge of that, not you. Improve Forbidden Tech and USS Vengeance cost efficiency, and more. Oh. USS Vengeance cost efficiency. Thank you so much. Because that helps 0.05% of players. So glad you added that in there. Okay. Because, yeah, you got to be level 70 to get that fucking shit. Awesome. This makes upgrading Recon Locust very important. Oh, really? As it reduces the health melt effect and helps ships last significantly longer in battles against these hostiles. Essentially, the more you upgrade the building, the easier progress becomes. At the same time, higher building levels unlock additional research, and those powerful nodes provide further benefit to the loop. Oh. Thanks for explaining it to me, because I didn't know at all. Commanders should be prepared for fierce battles, as aggregation hostiles are powerful and relentless opponents. Okay. Here's what the building looks like. It's supposed to be right there next to the Don't Trust Anybody building and Independent Archives. And it's in that corner. And the Temporal Investigation. No, that was Don't Trust Anybody. What is Nova Squadron's in that corner. The Transited Forge is also in that corner, the lower left corner. It vibrantly monitors novel intel, clandestine technology, secret projects. As a centerpiece of Update 82, Recon Locust updates powerful new aggregation research at level 51. Grants access to the new prototype tech. So one of the new prototype techs, when you do get it to this building to level 51, you just get this Orion Syndicate bomb. Which is nice, but at the same time, how long is it going to take some of us to get up to level 51? Cool, so I don't really give a shit. An important aspect of Red Locust is that its source hypothermic stabilizer, which counters hypothermic decay and aggregation hostiles. Other buffs improves building research and ship construction speed. Okay. Core buffs. Hypothermic stabilizers counters hypothermic decay on aggregation. Well, okay. I mean, they really want to make sure you all know this, which is good. It just seems weird. Increase base speed of constructing station modules. Increase base research speed and increase base ship construction speed. I mean, I guess they're useful. It depends on the number. Actually, I could probably look at the number. Yeah, I can look at the numbers. Oh, wow. Holy shit. These are some tiny ass numbers. Tiny numbers. Tiny numbers. Holy. Wow. Well, at level 60, it increases your base ship construction speed by 120%. 120%. That's it. Okay. Look, whatever, dude. 500% to my research speed. I just don't think that's that much in today's day. I really don't. But we'll see, I guess. Progression milestones. Reach level 1 of the building. You get forbidden tech materials. Existing rare forbidden tech unlocks. You get a choice. C12 stasis globe bundle. Aggregation smuggled studies. For the research. Combat bonuses against aggregation hostiles in the research tree. Transited mining in the research tree. Improved isolated damage against augment exile hostiles in the research tree. Okay. At 51, you're going to get uncommon, rare, prototype tech, and tier up materials, new Orion Syndicate bomb tech, existing epic forbidden tech unlocks. Okay. Alright, I mean, that's, yeah. I think some of the tier up materials is really going to be the more important one, because that's really was the problem with forbidden tech. You acquire enough materials to tier up or level up, and then it's like, fail. Like, huh? Fail? What the hell does that mean? Yeah, right? Maybe that's something that they should have put in there. Helping the success rate. At 61, you get an additional epic forbidden tech choice. Epic prototype tech materials, 3 PvP prototype tech unlocked, permanent mines, counterinsurgency device, self-replicating mines. We'll get to them in a minute. There'll be details on them. And then 1 mining prototype tech. Yeah, everybody's favorite, right? And it's 67 epic prototype tech tier up catalyst. Yay. Constructing Red Locust grants immediate access to vital combat bonuses versus aggregation hostiles. Faster transit and mining. Isolatic damage against the exiles. Upgrading to 55 plus. Unlocks forbidden tech cost efficiencies. Extra PvE and PvP boosts. And USS Vengeance ship part cost efficiency. Okay. It's just research requirements. You got some of the research nodes, like piercing against aggregation hostiles. It better be a fuck ton of piercing, because otherwise it won't do anything. Apex barrier versus aggregation hostiles. Increased transigen mining speed. It better be all of transigen. Isolated damage versus exile hostiles. Isolated defense versus aggregation hostiles. Forbidden tech optimization. Oh, upgrade optimization, as I'm assuming that's more level based, and then tier up optimization, which I'm tier up. So, because there's different currencies there. If you all remember correctly, aggregation hostile critical damage reduction, apex barrier shred. I'm sorry. What is apex barrier shred? There's apex barrier, and there's apex shred. I didn't know that there was a thing called apex barrier shred. Huh. Maybe it's both of them? Apex barrier and apex shred? In wave defense, which I guess can be useful. Critical hit damage in wave defense. Aggregation hostile critical chance reduction. PvP apex barrier for interceptors, explorers, and battleships. PvP isolated defense for interceptors, explorers, and battleships. Apex barrier shred versus aggregation. There's that apex barrier shred. USS Vengeance optimization. Okay, there we go. The refinery. Only source for prototype tech. Sure. Okay, that also in the refinery, that's where you're going to get the recon locust schematics, building upgrade materials, aggregation smuggled studies for the research, which I feel like we knew that. Then yeah, I don't need that. That's the most powerful tech released to date. Fully, this is prototype tech now. Fully upgradable through the aggregation loop and does not require Q trials. That having forbidden tech require Q trials was not the problem. As far as my opinion is the upgrade process. That was the problem with forbidden tech. Q trials was not the problem. Prototype tech occupies the same slot as forbidden tech. and uses the same fusion rods to swap. Excess comes for refinery bundles. We knew that. Alright, I was talking about the prototype text, the Romulan mines. This is going to be interceptor base. So it's only going to work on an interceptor. It increases your apex barrier versus players. Not when Tau is on your bridge. Increase apex shred versus players. It's weird how they're not saying apex barrier shred anywhere on these lines. Okay. Reduces enemy shield mitigation each round. Cumulative does not apply during station combat. Okay. And increases critical damage versus players. Okay, that can be useful. This is the one for explorers. Again, only going to be working on explorers. Apex barrier versus players, but not with Tau. Apex shred versus players. Reduce enemy shield mitigation. So the first three are going to be the same. And then the fourth one is the one that's going to be different. For the explorers, it's isolated defense versus players. Self-replicating mine is going to be the battleship 1. So apex barrier versus player, shred versus player, reducing shield mitigation against players. Not going to apply in combat. Alright, cool. And for the battleship 1, the fourth one, it's increased isolated damage. Okay. Here is the mining one. I'm sure everybody's favorite. You're going to have max cargo for surveys, protected cargo for surveys, mining speed for surveys, crystal gas and ore mined for surveys. You get increases all them. That's cool. I think I would prefer if it just increased mining speed, protected cargo, and cargo for all ships. So I could put it on whatever ship I wanted to. But it's fine. Orion Syndicate Bomb. This is going to be the free one. Increase your base warp range. Increase your ship XP earned from combat. Increase positive Franklin Delano Roosevelt reputation earned from defeating hostiles. And increase base loot earned from non-armada hostiles. I can see why that one's free. I really can. But, we'll take a little look at it. I'm sure everybody will see it at some point. See if it's really any useful. New epic officer when Adami... In this alternate reality, when Adami's ambition and disillusionment with the prophets led her to betray her faith and ally with Gul Dukat. Wait, she didn't do that? She was banging him. What? Okay. Maybe I didn't really completely understand this show. In pursuit of becoming an emissary of the Pa race. That wasn't what happened? Okay. Unlike her prime counterpart, she chooses selfishness over sacrifice, unleashing the Pa race and dooming millions she once vowed to protect. Her officer ability. No captain ability. Wonderful. Ignores X% of shields for the first 3 rounds when attacking player's station. 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. I guess that's useful. Not a huge base raider. That doesn't sound that useful. But it's fine. It's fine. Below deck ability reduces enemy player critical damage by X%. 100, 150, 200, 250, 350. Tough to say whether that does anything. You got to figure out your own critical damage. If you have 2,000% critical damage, does reducing it by 350 really do a whole lot? No, not really. But how much critical damage do you got in PvP? I mean, maybe. Meh. Yeah, I'm really like meh on it on her. And apparently, it's the only officer this month, which is weird. Okay. New projectile refit. Cool. Isokinetic cannon. Increased base damage against players by 200%. Finally, they're putting some beef behind these stupid projectiles. Because they really haven't been. Power creep was like affecting everything except projectiles. Okay. This month, new villain battle pass with officers which offers win Adami shards, aggregation, research dust, officer depot tokens, ship parts, and more. Players will also have the opportunity to earn several new cosmetics consisting of avatars and frames throughout the month. Keep an eye on the event schedule to find out how to source this month's content. Hopefully the event schedule is accurate. Community Corner, some things about the Discord. Star Trek Day, I don't give a shit about that Discord bullshit. I don't care about your stupid quiz that you're doing on Discord. Whatever. There's bug fixes, various behind the scenes things, messaging when upgrading our operations. So you're going to get new notifications that you're going to be entering different realms as you're upgrading ops. So this is something for around level 10 here. Hey, you're getting into level 10 here. There's a big, dangerous galaxy out there. Here are some things you might be engaging with. And then one of the big ones here for 15, it's about your station. Your station can now be hit. And you can now do station combat and whatever. Bam. This is another make sure you're ready part. Which, to be perfectly honest, if you got up to level 15 or 16 or 17 or whatever and you were like, well, shit, I wasn't ready. Just start over. Because what did it take you, 2 days? If that? Because that's all that it really should take. Getting up to level 20 shouldn't take any more than a day, in my opinion. But that's my opinion. Just because we know that they want people to get up to G7. They want people to get up to G5 and G6. You gotta push them through the lower parts of the game, you assholes. And not just push them. Give them the resources to get them through it faster. At 20, it includes a new interstitial for better clarity. A new chapter journey begin. What the hell happened to level 20? Like battle passes and stuff, right? Okay. Yeah, it's been so long. I don't remember what exactly happened to me at 20. No. Yeah, I guess it was something. It was more. No, man, we could do alliances before 20, could we? I honestly don't remember. Maybe it's at 20. Maybe that's what it was. It was at 20 that you could do an alliance? I don't know. PC promo codes can now be redeemed directly in-game without directing to the website. I haven't exactly figured that out how, but apparently you can do that in-game now, which is fine. Improve camera behavior, submission bullshit. Fixing a few animations here. Kirshar Q in combat did not properly clear when changing screens. Okay. The rejoin pop-up thing. Target no now space correct message. Nothing that I'm really seeing is a huge... Oh. Scrapyard. The scrapping queue now correctly displays 0/1 instead of 0/2, which means we can actually scrap 2. I remember seeing that, and I remember thinking, I don't remember them adding a second scrap ship to the scrapper, I got kind of excited. Now, apparently, that was all a mistake. Disappointing. Syndicate at tier 55 commanders can now correctly claim spring shards in a free claim track. Previously shown at 56. It's good to know. Syndicate tier 55 and not 56. That's a good one. Sure. Alright, cool. Wrapping this up here. Yes, new hostiles. What else is new? Though at the same time, we don't have any more of this trashpoint bullshit, at least for the moment. I think, as all loops do, there is some potential for it to be good in the beginning. And there's some potential, for it to be bad. We're just going to have to go out and see. I think one of the big things is making sure players don't have to go into the system 50 times just to get enough for the refinery. Seems like you're trying to limit on how many hostiles players have to go kill each run. Well, if one run doesn't satisfy the refinery requirements, then that's a problem. But as I'm sure some of you have heard, DJs and Tiberius and all those, the contracted content creators have a lot more information. Supposedly, the information out there is that this loop will not be based on your ops level. It will be based on the level of your building. So, for instance, some of these refineries go up with your operations level. Ceres Invasion, that daily claim goes up with your ops level. Gets much bigger. And of course, you're a G6 player, like, say, using me as an example. Need hundreds of millions of loot, but yet my cargo bay doesn't even have 1 million in it. My G6 faction ships. That's an issue. This is an attempt to try to counter that. Because apparently they needed to. The overall number of the loot is relatively low, and you're not supposed to have to go in there and kill thousands of hostiles just for one refinery claim. That's a good idea. Okay, that's good. See if it actually works out well. I don't really like the fact that there's only one officer release this month. I just feel maybe it's fine. Hell, they weren't giving us the rare officer free to play anyway, so what the hell does it matter? At the same time, though, I'm looking at the officer and it's just like, what? Whatever, y'all. Whatever. Just have to get in there and mess around with this stuff and see how it goes. So comment below, what do you think about this new loop? What do you think about the new officers? What do you think about this new prototype tech? I forgot what they call it. Prototype tech. Trying to take the place of forbidden tech. Does any of this sound like a good thing to you? Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I am the Angry Rhino. Shields up, Commanders.